I'm a little late with the record button on this here, but you can see my entry right here on this this pivotal moment as we're watching SPY and the MES. This is one contract on a very small account that I have here, and you can see I bought that break at 39.6650. Now I'm just watching for continuation. If I get rejected by the 8 period here, I'll just take the profit on that. I'm literally going to sit here with my fingers over the cancel button just to close that trade and take my profit if I need to. This is the second pullback. We're currently in a rising channel, so if it breaks here I can get out early, or if it pushes through that high of day there, you can see that green line on my chart, pushes through that high of day, 39.75 even, then we can take the measured move to about 39.76, maybe extend to 39.77, but we're going to watch this closely because if it can't break here, it won't. It'll come back and test. Yep, going to close that in a moment here. Yep, see ya.
Order filled.
Quick scalp, 25 bucks, one contract. I'll live with that. Here's why. Let me get my drawing tool going here. Whenever we have these rising channels, we look for a breakdown. And this is pretty easy to see. From the point I bought it, we had a range expansion, rising channel. Get rid of that. Usually we'll get 3 waves testing. So we got 1 test of support, 2 tests of support, 3 tests of support, and it failed right here. I could have taken the profit a little higher and got out earlier, but I'm okay with that. But now we get this little miniature pullback here. We get a miniature descending channel, and it also tends to follow that 3-wave rule. And look, we're breaking out again. Watch for a test of 50% of that channel itself. Watch for the pullback. And we can get long again.
Order filled.
Now if we get continuation, we can expect one more push up through that pivot, up through the high of day. It's got to get above that 39.75. Being ready to get out of this trade is going to be essential, because if it can't break that high of day, it'll not continue this trend, and this trend will pull back here. So either A, it'll shake out and accumulate for a while. We don't want to waste time sitting in that. We want to trade the breakout. There's our push. Just broke that high of day. Come back, test the 8 period. And when you're watching a 200 tick chart like this on an open market, man, this thing just twitches all over the damn place. So it's essential to have a secondary chart to back up your play. And with that, I'm just using SPY. If it can't break the previous high of day back here, right now, we know this will come back and test. Look at that, it just gapped right up. Now when we say extension, and for some reason it won't let me extend that line, so I'll just move it up. When we say extension, we just extend the previous trend line and follow it up. We also pay attention to pullbacks within this trend, as if we're looking at just another rising channel. We got 1, 2, 3 waves on testing support. If it breaks here, close the order. Just like that.
Order filled.
1 contract. Yeah, where's the amount? 750. Not huge, but when you're playing with an account that's just barely big enough to trade these contracts one or two at a time, it just builds and builds and builds. And the more you add to it, the more you can take a bigger position, the more leverage you can have, and you can exponentially grow this account.
Paper traded first.
Yes, absolutely paper traded first.
Tradeovate lets you paper trade in real time. This is good.
Absolutely, yes. And it's really a very cost-effective data subscription of $15 a month for depth of market as well as a nice chart. Takes a little getting used to this chart compared to like scalping your penny stocks and whatnot. This thing moves way different. Even the 1 minute chart moves a little more twitchy than your average 1 minute chart on your penny stocks and stuff. But it was very wise to get out at that support test right here. Got 1, 2, 3. Easy sneak-in trade.
It's
So
10:40. We've got high of days on several things.
yes, and once we cross that 11 o'clock threshold, we really start to get excited. So anyway, this is just a sample of what we literally do every day here in our penny stock stream. And if the pennies aren't moving, we'll scalp the MES. If the pennies are moving, we'll scalp everything. Plain and simple. We're even scalping SPY options, Snapchat, Ford, all kinds of fun stuff. So come check us out. Yes, absolutely.
I apologize if I wasn't supposed to be doing any of that stuff.
Heck no, you're good.